Boyd the Broker's back at Smackfest. Another special guest, Dr. Hovsep. Dr. Hovsep Babayan. I got to get used to saying that. I just call him doctor. I even just asked him, how the hell do you pronounce your name? It's so good to see you.
You too. It's a pleasure to hear.
You know what? We have, there's history here.
Yeah.
So I would see you, you're an osteopathic doctor, which means, well, tell us first what that means.
Well, in my practice, I practice traditional osteopathy, which is a little bit different. It's manual medicine. It's hands-on medicine. It's complementary medicine to modern medicine. Basically, it amounts to manipulating the body in various ways. Many different techniques are used with anatomical precision. Basically, it's a meaningful touch to try to get the body's mechanism, healing mechanism, to take over and correct some changes that are obstructing the healing process.
So I understood most of that, but you know what's cool, Doc? I had a stroke 2 years ago, so I can get away with anything. I can say anything I want. I can forget anything. It just doesn't matter. So I'm going to say I understood about a third of that, and that's good enough. But you know what? All kidding aside, I would see you once a week or once every 2 weeks for probably 6 months, maybe 8 months before I actually had the major stroke. Did you see anything going on that would have led you to believe that a stroke, I can't say that a stroke was coming, but that there was something off, that maybe something would happen?
Well, there were a couple
How's that for a load of questions, Doc? He's
That's
like,
a big load of questions.
how many cameras? You got 3 cameras facing me. You got a microphone in my face. Man, what am I, Boyd, come on. What, you asked me to come here to be interesting. What the hell kind of question? That's a pretty direct question.
That is a direct question. We talked about it. If you remember, we talked about your cardiovascular.
Shit, dude, I had a stroke.
You had some cardiovascular issues to begin with. The cardiologist wanted to put in a stent. You had some concerns you raised with me, even though we were working on the physical ailments that you were having. The cardiovascular surgeons were worried that if they stented you, it would result in use of a blood thinner. And they were hesitant to go ahead with that because of the risk of stroke, because of your type 1 diabetes. So eventually, unfortunately, you did suffer that hemorrhagic stroke. I'm glad to see you have recovered from that.
Recovered like a banshee, I might add.
Yeah. Not a lot of people can do that. You put in the work, man. You put in the work.
I did put in the work. You know, I was on this same strand 2 years ago in a stroller walking around while the bikini chicks are walking by me, and I'm the freaking old guy with my stroller going, holy Christ, look at my hair. Don't look at me walk. Look at my hair. Now at least I can walk normal and I have the hair. And you know what? I gave both surgeons shit because when they put this battery in my head, they messed with my hair. They didn't. Their skills were not from the barbershop. Let me just tell you that. It took another 6 months to look like this.
You look really good, man. You did a great job recovering. And I'm glad to see you going at it again.
You know what's interesting? Because you and I, we had so many hours. The one thing about seeing an osteopathic doctor is you and I are together for an hour multiple times, and you're doing adjustments and you're doing your things, but we're talking.
Right.
And we're talking about what's happened, what's happening, and what's going to happen. Right. And I think holy shit, I just nailed osteopathic medicine, didn't I?
You did.
Seriously, what did they put in here? Because I am coming up with shit. I've been doing 40 interviews, and I'm still coming up with stuff. Yeah. That's pretty impressive. All kidding aside, I can see in your eyes that's impressing you because, I mean, I was okay before the stroke, and I had the issues after the stroke, but it's nice to see that maybe I can represent hope for other people, right? Whether it's through osteopathic medicine or it's through traditional medicine or anything. The bottom line is maybe there's hope.
There is hope. And even though the stroke was a horrible thing to have gone through, what I saw you do with that is find purpose again, which was huge. You got back to work. You were retired before the stroke. After the stroke, you got back to work. You got on your feet. And having that purpose And I remember you talking to me laying on that table as I'm doing manual adjustments, you talking to me about your son and what you owed to the recovery process because of your son. And you put in the work. That's the beautiful thing about osteopathy is even though people lay on my table and I'm working on them and I'm doing manual adjustments, in the end, there's also therapy going on. There's some spiritual healing going on. There's some cognitive behavioral therapy going on. It's a hodgepodge in the end of it. But the goal, which is healing, is what ends up taking place.
Wow, and that's what took place. Well, thank you for all your help. It's an honor to have you here again. And do you take new patients? If somebody is having all these ailments and they need something, what's the name of your company? How do they reach you? How can they get your help?
I have a private practice up on the hill in Salos Verdes, Pacific Coast Osteopathy. All right, just Google it and get on the website, read some about osteopathy, and just shoot me an email and get you on the schedule. I am accepting new patients right now, so
There it is.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the time.
Thank you for coming on. Good to see you again, Doc.
You too.
Awesome.
My pleasure.
I'm Boyd the Broker. I appreciate you tuning into my podcast. I live in the real world. Where do you live?